The biggest issue that I have found when using ChatGPT or any of the other AI tools is dealing with the problem of prompts. It's either that I have to type the same prompt over and over again, or I used a prompt last week and I can't find it, or somebody else gave me a really good prompt to solve a problem and I saved it somewhere, but I don't know where I saved it. Everything is complicated when you start using prompts, especially as you start to scale your operations, because they get stored in all these different places. They're hard to find, and it takes time to write them again, and it's just frustrating. But I've got a solution for you today. I'm going to show you how you can get my template for a prompt library, and I'm going to show you how to use it. It's based off of the platform called Notion. If you already use Notion and love it, you're going to like what I'm showing you today. And for those of you who are involved in my 30-day AI challenge, you can get the template in the group settings, and I'm going to show you how you can take the prompts that I've been showing you throughout this 30-day challenge and add them to this library. As I continue to go on through the remainder of this AI challenge, I'm going to add to this library. So all you need to do is copy and paste the prompts and put it in your own library. So you will get two things. One, you can download and copy the template for my prompt library. And then two, as I add more prompts to it, you can just copy them and bring them into your own library. And on top of that, anything that you come up with on your own, you'll be able to add to this. So imagine having one place where all of your prompts are located, and imagine how easy it is when all you have to do is press one button to copy the prompt over, drop it into ChatGPT, and then you're off and running with that one prompt that's going to generate all the content that you need. So let's take a quick look at how this prompt library works. I'm going to show you how I create a few new entries into the system. That's all you need to know on how to use it. It's literally that easy. Okay. Here is the main screen. I'll give you a very fast tour on how to get around with this. It's organized with this front page being the view to get everything. Behind the scenes down here is a link to the database. And the database is right here, and it's called AI Made Easy Prompt Library. And you can see this is the table where everything's entered. But what I have found is it's a lot easier just to look at everything through this view. So right at the top, when you have a new prompt, you just press the new prompt button, and then you'll enter in some information, and it's going to show up down here in your prompt library view, where you can filter them by inputs, by different tags, and company or project. And you'll see here, I've got a project called the AI 30-Day Challenge, and I have a dummy placeholder for a company name. So if you're working with a client and you're developing prompts for them or developing content for them, you can organize by the company name that you're working with. Let's walk through adding a prompt to the library. The one that I'm going to start with is one from the job seeker video. If you're somebody who's looking for a new job, there's a process for building a skills inventory so you can build a resume and so on. It's a big prompt. You just click on this button. This is going to open up a new page, and it says new prompt. I'm just going to put in job seeker skills inventory, and then you can type a short description here if you would like. The next line is the company or project. So I'm going to drop it into the 30-day challenge. This is where you would select, if you're building a prompt for a client, you could add a new entry in here. For now, I'm just going to select 30-day challenge, and the department is HR. You can create departments on your own. You can modify this to be based off of your own situation. For use case tags, I'm going to pick, let's add a new tag actually, job search. This is how easy it is to add new tags, and this makes it easy to find prompts later on. I have another category to identify whether it's a prompt or an input. I'm going to select prompt, and input is there in case you save information about a product description, for example, and you want to use that input inside of a prompt. I have found that it's really helpful to save inputs as well as prompts. If you make a video for how to use it, you would put it here. And output type, this is just a way to categorize, if you get really deep into it, the type of output. A lot of people use prompts for images. You may do prompts for code, and you might do analysis. So this is just for copy. Now, down here is where you actually store the prompt. And I'm going to put skills inventory. as a way to describe it. And in this box right here, this is a code box. So in Notion, you can actually put code in here. And the reason I'm putting the prompt in this box is very simple. It's because there is a single button where I can click copy and it will grab everything in here. So what this avoids is I don't have to come in here and select everything and then right click copy. I can just come in here and hit copy and it's ready to go. So that's the purpose of having this little box for storing code. And down here, if you have multiple prompts to go with a workflow, you can add another prompt down here. If you have examples of your output, you can add it down there. And there's some other areas for variables and inputs for more complex prompts that you can put as well. Then if you want to have an area to build and work on things down here, that's what this area is for. So there's literally like a document where you can just copy and paste things and organize, and then you can store your prompt in here. This is how easy it works. When you're ready to use it, you simply come in to ChatGPT, paste that prompt, and then you hit go, and it's ready to go. You don't have to go search for it. You don't have to write anything. You've just initiated this. Now that I've got this entered, you can see that it is stored right here in this view under the 30-day AI challenge. That's one of the beauties of being able to use a prompt library is once you have it built, it's now easy to find. I did a video the other day about a math mentor using AI to help train with math. And now you have one for the job seeker, and that's down here. Let's add one more just to round out the example. The one I'm going to build this time is called Delegation Master SOP Builder. And this is the one from a video I did the other day where you take a transcript of a how-to video, drop it into an AI prompt, and it will build standard operating procedures on autopilot. That's what this one does. So I'll fill this out with 30-day challenge. This one's going to be operations and use case tags. I'm going to we'll just put marketing. It could be anything. It could be any or all of these tags. Well, I'll keep it at marketing. And this one is a prompt. No video, output type is copy. And then I'll do prompt 1. And I'm going to drop it in right here. And then what the user needs to know is that there is a transcript that goes with this. So you have to take this prompt and add a transcript to it. And that's what builds the SOP. So I will add one more note here. And there we have it. Now, one other easy way to make this work is you'll see that now I've got the prompt built. I've got the instructions, and I've got the transcript area down here. I'm going to do some quick editing just to make this stand out. I'm going to put a single hashtag. That's in Markdown language to tell it that this is a heading. Down here, I'm going to use the example of variables and inputs. And this is where you can put transcript. This way, you can do 2 copy functions. You can copy this top prompt first, and then because your transcripts are going to change each time you run this prompt, you can drop in your transcript right here and copy that. So as you build your prompt, you're going to copy this prompt first and drop that into your AI chat. So there's the first part of it. Now I need a transcript. And I don't have one yet, so I need to go find a transcript. Still looking for the transcript. Hang tight. So now I have the transcript from my video. I'm going to drop that right into this variables and inputs. To recap this, I've got my prompt 1. This is I'm telling the AI chat to build an SOP. And I've got that already entered into chat. So now I go back. Now that I have the transcript in here, I can quickly grab this just by clicking on copy. Go back to ChatGPT and hit enter. Now I've got the entire transcript from the video down there. And why this works is when you get some of these more complex prompts, especially if you're doing something on a regular basis, being able to find the prompt and the inputs that go with it quickly is critical to doing this fast. This speeds up your entire process by a lot. You'll be surprised at how much time you save just by copying something over from the prompt library using the copy button. So now just on autopilot, I've got my SOPs based off of the video. And that's all because I've got everything stored and organized in here. And next time, when I come into this, I'll just delete that. And I'm ready to reuse this prompt up here the next time I need to create an SOP. I'll drop the transcript in there and it's all in one spot. The other reason this is useful is if you're planning something out and you're building your prompt because you have multiple inputs, now you have a place to store it. So I will have this master prompt here ready to go. I might have 1 or 2 or 3 different inputs that go with it. It's all in one location. It cuts down on all the search time, it cuts down on the complexity, and it makes things simple. So now back to the library, I have all of the new prompts that I put in here. I have my delegation master and I have my job seeker skills inventory prompt, and it's all there under the 30-day challenge. Really easy for me to find. If you go ahead and download this library right now, you'll notice that you'll get some other prompts that are built into it. And if you're part of my community, you'll always have access to get new prompts as I add to it. So it's really easy to come into any of these, go down and look at the prompt and just copy and go back to your library and add it in there. So don't worry too much about getting the version that's got all the latest prompts on it. You'll always have access to it. This will go a long ways towards scaling your AI process, and it will help you scale everything you do related to utilizing AI in your workflows. And one of the biggest benefits I've found is when you start to involve more people from your team, other people can get access to these prompts, and now you're sharing the same workflows and your collaboration is improving. And you're going to find out that everybody has something to bring to the table, and you're going to improve the quality of your prompts. The quality of the output is also going to go up. This is a way to start building teamwork around utilizing AI in an organization, and it is very powerful. I hope this is useful to you. Looking forward to your feedback and cannot wait to hear what you're doing with your own journey in AI.